Hi everyone, I'm Brenda and I'm here again today to bring you your weekly angel tarot card readings for the week of February the 5th to the 12th, 2018. I want to thank you for your interest in my channel and for viewing, liking, and sharing these videos. As you know, this is strictly a general reading, and every single card for every single day of the week cannot apply to every single person in the universe. But if you'd like clarity, accuracy, and answers to any questions, I can give that to you in a private reading. So I welcome you to go up there and press that button. And it will take you to my website where you can see the services that I offer and how to either schedule a private reading with me or a Reiki session. This week, we're going to be concentrating on the 4 elements, and that would be earth, water, air, and fire. And this element that we're concentrating on now to do the reading for this week is the earth sign. And it is the season of autumn. So let's get on with it. So my Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorns that are all earth signs, this reading is for you. You've been given the Queen of Fire. And fire cards have to do with, our self-development. And often that involves taking ourselves to places we normally wouldn't go and perhaps taking risks we normally wouldn't do to help ourselves develop. So this is telling me that you've come into your own and you've worked quite hard to get where you are, some of you. And it has to do with some of you, your personal life, has to do with relationships. I see it there. For others, I see it was a project that you were working on. And for others, I see it's an organization you've been involved in. And for others, it has to do with your place of employment and your profession. You're going to be able to spread your wings now and fly. You've been given the freedom to do this now. You've acquired the experience that you've needed to have and the lessons you've learned, and which has put you here now where you belong in your place of employment, in your relationship, in this project that you're working on, and you're going to be able to spread your wings and fly. Please continue to be confident here. Don't underestimate yourself, okay? You've done this only because of your own integrity, your own moral standings, your own belief system, and also your self-discipline. You've been able to do this by your own free will. So I do see that this is going to allow you more independence and more creativity to happen on your path in your life. So please revel in that. Please commend yourself for that. Stay true to this path. On Tuesday, you've been given a water card, and you've been given the 5 of water. Water cards have to do with relationships in our lives, and often they can be intimate and romantic, but other times they're friendship relationships that we have with people. And it shows me that some of you are in a relationship, a personal relationship, an intimate relationship, and this relationship has had bumps along the way. It's had its challenges and its difficulties. And you've tried and tried and tried. And you're at the point where you've thrown your hands over your head and you're saying, I can't go any further. I can't move on. I'm stuck. You know, where is this going to go? And it's crying over spilt milk. And so the universe has sent you this, and my guides and angels have sent you this message to let you know the direction you should be going. If you have applied yourself, you have exhausted yourself of any opportunity and every possibility for this relationship to continue to move in a positive flow and direction, and you can't make it work anymore, then it's time for you to move on. Also, those of you that are in a friendship relationship, it could be a member of your family, it could be someone you work with, it could be a friend that you thought was loyal to you for a long time, and all of a sudden the word they threw up was turncoat to me, and all of a sudden now you're feeling betrayed, you're feeling hurt, you're feeling depleted, you're feeling that they have done you an injustice, and you don't know how to get over this, and you've tried everything you can to help them communicate with you to fix this situation and heal it, and it's not working. So again, you know what you have to do. We have options. If you've exhausted all those options and you feel like you're crying over spilt milk because it's not going to get better, then it's time for you to move in a new direction. And basically that's the meaning that I've always seen with this card. Move on. And you've exhausted yourself in all possibilities and avenues to make this work. Crowning your week, on Wednesday, you've been given another fire card. You've been given the Knight of Fire. And this is telling me that you are going to be receiving information about an event that's coming in. And it's something that you're going to be getting involved in. It's something that you've been wanting to get involved in, and you've been waiting for this to happen, and you've been planning for this to happen, and all of a sudden now it shows up. It came in very suddenly for you after all this time you've been waiting for it. It could be something as simple as, you know, an activity that you're getting involved in, a hobby for some of you. It could be something in your place of, the position in your place of employment. It can also be something legal that's coming across your desk or your email that you need to act upon. I do see that money has to do with this with some of you. It could be investments that you're involved in. It could be financial transactions that are about to take place, which could have to do with legal issues. Okay, so lawyers and things. I do see that you're going to have to give it immediate attention, but time is of the essence. You have to act on it now. You can't shelf this and say, well, you know, I will, I'm going to, I'll get at it when I can. I need to think about it. Yes, you do need to think about it, okay? And think about it extremely carefully. But you need to act on it because time is of the essence. It's not going to wait. It's like they put a deadline on this, so act on it. ASAP, my friend. Thursday, you've been given an Earth card. And this, my Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, the Earth card has to do with the material things in your life. Often this has to do with your jobs, professions, and careers and how you bring that abundance and currency into your life. It can also have to do with Mother Nature in the ecosystem. It is an Earth card for all of you that are involved in that type of project, or it could be how you work, or it could be your hobby, it could be your passion to be involved in things, all things that have to do with nature and Mother Earth. For others, I see it has to do with issues to do with your family members, your closest circle, or people that you feel close enough and love enough to bring into that family circle and call family. This is telling me, though, it's to do with money. The Five of Earth has to do with money, and I see for some of you are concerned because I do see some of you have just recently become unemployed. And of course, you're concerned about money. For others of you, I see that you are employed and the money that you are making is not enough to supply you with your needs. I see for some of you, you are very concerned about money that you perhaps have lent out to someone. And you're worried now, gee, was that really a smart thing to do? Will they honor their commitment and pay me back? Okay. Some of you are paying a loan and you're having difficulty with that. You're having to rob from Peter to give to Paul. So I need you to realize that you need to accept the wisdom from someone who's professional. Someone who knows about financial issues. Someone who can maybe just tweak your budget. Very simple. Someone who can show you how to pull that one notch in on your belt buckle. Someone who can move your money around and make it work to your best benefit if it's investments you're concerned about that you've invested into. I see some of you that are self-employed have the same concerns. You're worried about your business. You're worried about money. So again, this is a cautionary message that you need to go seek out help, professional help and advice from these individuals who can help you get over this hurdle and help you manage your money to your best advantage. On Friday, you have been given an Earth card, and you've been given the Nine of Earth. And this is telling me this is a total flip. Some of you, because it's, you know, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, and not all of these cards are going to pertain to every one of you in those signs. But for some of you, I do see that you've done well for yourselves. You are in a good you are in a good place in your life right now, in your status, where you're sitting right now. And that's my dog that walked by. I don't have a pot-bellied pig. He does this funny snort when he hears or sees someone outside. So he's guarding his own space, and he's saying, hey, what are you doing on my territory? So if you hear that funny noise, it was George, my dog. He loves to be in the room when I'm doing these. So it shows me some of you are enjoying life's little luxuries. You've done well for yourself, and you're quite comfortable, and you've learned how to distribute your abundance successfully to achieve this status that you have in your comfort zone. I do see some of you are going to be sitting back and spending some time on your own, and now looking back at your past and what's led you to where you are now, and realizing that finally you're seeing some peace of mind and some comfort in your financial situation. I do see, opposite to the Five of Earth, the Nine of Earth talks about those that are self-employed, those that are seeing the benefits and the fruits of their labor. I do see that there is profit that has come into some of you that are self-employed with your businesses, whether they're small or corporate. You can still make profit and see the success of your hard labor and your efforts you've been putting into this job. And it shows me that you've been organized, you've been structured, you've been fair, and you're a team player when it comes to your place of employment. Now, you're getting the Seven of Air for Saturday. And air cards have to do with dealing with justice and making fair decisions and choices that are determined around other people that bring this into play. People that like to stir the pot up and create these challenges for us. Also, I see some of you are actually dealing with lawyers and attorneys and legal issues. I see the disbursements of property for some of you in real estate. I see some of you, it's matrimonial, signing of contracts and finalizing contracts that may have to do with legal issues. Finally seeing the light at the end of the tunnel in, in definitive documents that are coming in and contracts. I do see that some of you have to revise some plans that you've been making. You may have thought that you could move on with these plans ASAP, but right now they're telling me that there's things going on behind the scenes that have not completely been finalized on the other side with these individuals that you're dealing with, okay? Because there's always opposition when it comes to dealing with injustice. So I do see the opposing side is doing a stall tactic right now, and you're going to have to put a bit of a pause, and a halt on these plans that you were wanting to do right now. Because you have to find out what's going on behind these scenes in order for you to positively move forward. Because if you move forward now, it's too soon. And they refer to it as poor timing. So you don't want to make a mistake. I do see some of you have legal representation that is working for your benefit, and they will get to the bottom of this so that you will find out what's going on behind the scenes with the opposition, okay? Some of you, it may be a personal issue. It may be people around you in your circle, and you're going to start doing your own research and detective work and being more conscientious about trust. Okay, trusting these individuals and knowing that, well, you know what, I heard this rumor, maybe it wasn't a rumor. Maybe I need to look into this before I make these plans completely. It could have to do with lending money to someone that you thought would be trustworthy, but you're hearing some hearsay and people are warning you that maybe you shouldn't be doing this. So do your homework, my friend, before you make that final commitment to do that. Okay, that was a pretty interesting card my guides gave you. Now, on Sunday, we have a water card, and this is a beautiful card. This is the Ace of Water, and Again, that's a relationship card, but it shows me that it's the beginning of a beautiful relationship for some of you. Some of you have met an individual and you're falling in love with them. And it's going to be very successful and very happy for you. Some of you, it may be a lifetime commitment with this individual. And with some of you, it may just be short-lived and hot and passionate for the moment, but enjoy it for what it is, my friend, because it will be beautiful. For others, I see that have had a relationship, and a long-standing relationship, that has had some bumps along the road and some challenges that have come into play. And it's been, you know, an up and down hill, a struggle with this relationship. It will be the resurgence of that. I do see that the time and effort that you both have been applying to this relationship to make it work will pay off. Some of you, I see you've had legal counsel. Some of you have just sat down with each other and communicated big time about trust issues, about financial issues, about intimacy issues, about health issues. All of these issues for some of you will help benefit to strengthen this relationship and bring the resurgence of it back into play. Some of you, I see it's been a big change in the way you look at yourself. In some of you, it's a big change in how you looked at your partner, the other side of the situation. And we get so busy in life that we often take things for granted. And this is going to be a huge lesson, and it's only going to benefit you for the lesson that you're learning of how this is going to turn this relationship around. I do see there were some hurt feelings and apologies were in order. I do see some of you were the one going to issue the apology, and others are going to be gracious and grateful and receive and accept and enable that apology to come in. Wholeheartedly, by the way. I do see some of you are moving on. Some of you are going to move geographically to a new home. Some of you are actually going to be leaving geographically the area that you live to move to a different area. Some of you it's going to be a different city, a different community, a different province, a different country. At the end of the reading, I did incorporate that one Ascended Masters Oracle card, and they gave you this, my earth signs. They gave you Let It Go. So, for those of you that are harboring, negative thoughts and you're enabling toxic thoughts to come into play, perhaps just in general, perhaps it has to do with an individual around your life. Perhaps it has to do, some of you I see it has to do with your job. A situation at your place of employment that has caused you some grief and some unhappiness. Let it go, okay? Let it go. Life is short. Pick your battles wisely. Don't get stressed out over the little things, okay? It's the major things that you need to be concerned about. Things that we can't change. Things that, we didn't create, and they're not our problems, and we can't change them anyway. So let those things go, my friend. I wish you a great remainder to today and a wonderful, optimistic week to look forward to, a positive week to look forward to. 2018 is the year every one of us is talking about a positive and incredible change. We're all aware of this beautiful new full blue moon that we're going to be having, and that is going to shift energy as well. I truly believe it will. So, have a great week, my friends, and know that I continue, all my beautiful earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, to stand in that circle of light for you.